let's get to this shit quickly, because I don't have time for this bullshit. Chiefs losing to the Colts, 45-44. Kansas City blowing a 38-10 lead early in the third quarter, which was built early in the third quarter. And then, of course, Andrew Luck happened. The Chiefs couldn't stop him defensively. And wow, you know, the Alex Smith bashing stops. I understand he lost the game, technically, but 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions. Could have had 5 touchdown passes had he not overthrown a receiver midway through the second half. I mean, holy shit there. But in any event, wow, what a comeback for the Colts though. And the Chiefs actually won the turnover battle, which how many teams win the turnover battle 4-1 but still end up losing the fucking game? I mean, how does that shit work? It doesn't happen often though. That's the thing. Andrew Luck could have just mailed it in after his 3rd interception thrown, but he stuck with it. He kept believing, and holy shit! By the way, I heard he's 18-2 in games decided by a touchdown or less. Of course, no one knows what that really fucking means in the long run. I mean, who cares? No excuses for the Kansas City Chiefs blowing a 38-10 lead. I mean, you weren't expected to do much. You weren't really expected by most fans to even make the Super Bowl. You know, just win a fucking playoff game. That's not too much to ask. So even if the players weren't ready to go for the divisional round, which would have ended up being New England, since the Chargers beat the Bengals. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. But no excuses, okay, injuries or not. Although I will say this though, I have not seen a game where there were this many concussions. I mean, holy fuck. But in any event, it is what it is. Give the Colts credit, but they only had really one good receiver in T.Y. Hilton. The rest were just freaking scrubs. But this should end the talk about Andrew Luck. End of discussion. I mean, Andrew Luck is going to be the greatest quarterback of the next generation. It's just simple as that. And there are a lot of good quarterbacks coming in the next generation. That's just there. Come on. All right, moving on. Colts end up facing the Patriots. So that streak continues since 2003. All right, Saints defeating the Eagles 26-24. Now, pretty good fucking game. This was also a good game. I mean, Saints got up to a 20-7 lead at one point, then the Eagles came roaring back. But of course, a lot of miscues that could have been avoided for the Eagles to win the game pretty single-handedly. You know, like the drop by Riley Cooper and shit like that. But of course, the Eagles scored to make it 24-23, but they scored way too fast because they gave the Saints way too much time off on the clock. Plus, a horse collar penalty on the ensuing kickoff also hurt the Eagles. But of course, let's give the Saints credit. They did a good job of controlling the clock, something the Eagles know nothing about because they were dead last in the regular season. In time of possession, on average, of course. So there you go there. Saints get their first playoff victory on the road. We'll just leave it at that. All right. Now on to the Sunday games, and it is time for my stupidest pick of the week. Yes, I took the Cincinnati Bengals over the San Diego Chargers. I should have changed that pick. I wanted to change that pick, but I was too lazy to get up to do that. But in any event, it is what it is. Because I had a feeling the Chargers were going to win this fucking game. But I took the Bengals. Have to accept that. But the reason why I should have taken the Chargers is because I forgot that Andy Dalton sucks dick in the playoffs. One's an accident, as the old saying goes by some certain guy on ESPN. One's an accident, two is a trend, three is a problem. Or three is evidence. And Andy Dalton's numbers in terms of touchdowns and interceptions, only one touchdown pass, 6 interceptions in his 3 playoff games. And he threw 2 more interceptions in the latest loss. And plus fumbled the ball, which was recovered by San Diego because he was not touched when he was going down. Had he slid, no problem. But of course, there was one more turnover in that game by Giovanni Bernard. This happened before the end of the half. He caught the pass, but he didn't secure it. He did this bullshit. Oh, I got the ball! Oh no, I don't have the ball no more. What happened? Oh shit! Seriously, who just catches the ball and just No. You catch it, you fucking secure it. You don't just catch it, then I caught it. No, I don't caught it. I don't have the ball no more. Enough about that. Why the fuck does Marvin Lewis still have a job? I mean, he's been the coach now for 11 seasons. 0-5 in the postseason. Whatever there. You can blame Andy Dalton all you want, and granted, Andy Dalton does deserve some of the blame here. But holy shit, you gotta remember who they're coaching against. The Bengals coaches were coaching against. They were coaching against, Mike McCoy, who's going to be an excellent head coach. Ken Wisenhunt, the offensive coordinator, and John Pagano, the defensive coordinator, who also happens to be Chuck Pagano's younger brother. Just simple as that. Denver's in big trouble next week. I'm sorry. Denver's in big trouble next week. More on that in a second. Because the Chargers will face the Denver Broncos for the 3rd time this season. And most likely beat the Denver Broncos for the 2nd time. This is the rubber match, as the old saying goes. But whatever there. They couldn't stop the run game. They couldn't stop Phillip Rivers. Yeah, he threw only 16 passes, but he completed 12 of them. And last I checked, it's a percentage of 75? Yeah, there you go. All right, last game of the wild card. Niners defeating the Packers 23-20. Should we have been shocked that the Packers lost again in their own home building? I accidentally said 2-4 heading into this matchup when I should have said 3-4. After 13-0 in the postseason? To start? I mean, that was before 2002 happened. After 2002, teams are able to beat the Packers in their own home building just like that. No problem. You know? This was another good game. Rodgers didn't play that great, but he didn't play as bad as some people are making it out to be. You know, but he didn't play well. He obviously the extended time off because of the collarbone affected him a little bit. They can deny it all he wants, but you know, it is what it is. That's why backups are there. That's what backups are for. Packers just weren't good enough to get the job done. I that's just the end of that. But of course, don't tell that to Packer fans that they about being shocked, because what happened to the Green Bay Packers? The Packers are supposed to win at Lambeau Field. They have won more championships than any other team in history. Oh, shut the fuck up. No disrespect to. Not all Packer fans are like that. I get all that, but come on. That's in the past. Kaepernick came through once again. He nearly threw a game-costing interception that would have put the Packers in the lead. Because all the Packers would have needed at that point was a field goal. They probably would have gone for the touchdown at that point. That was the thing. They scored a field goal to tie the game with 5:06 left. And we all know the rest. Kaepernick did his part. Frank Gore, Crabtree did his part. And there you go. So, the Niners will face the Carolina Panthers, a team that beat the Niners earlier this year at their house. Or this season, whatever. And there's nothing the Niners would like more than to do the same thing in Carolina's house. And the Niners have the best chance to do that this coming Sunday. And meanwhile, the Packers, they were just lucky to get enough to get in. So, the teams with the better record, cross out Colts and Chiefs because they were both 11-5. But the Saints beat the Eagles. They were the better team. They had the better record. The Chargers beat the Saints beat the Eagles. Yeah. Chargers beat the Bengals. And the Bengals were supposed to be the better team. And the Niners beat the Packers. And the Niners are 12-4, and the Packers are 8-7-1. This pretty much shits all over that dumbass Mike Florio's argument. Because this fucking guy wanted division winners with the worst record than the wildcard teams to start on the road. No! That's fucking bullshit. And the scores prove it. 1-3 for the home teams on wildcard weekend. I mean, shit, all this year, all this time, and they're still fucking bitching about that shit. I don't fucking get it. Whatever theirs. Alright, that's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers. Not doing this fit again.